and welcome to Titanium Times Tarot, and today I will be doing a video on how to strengthen your intuition. Alright, now this is for anybody who watches this at any time, from anywhere. Generally the way I work for these is that I get an idea, I get a concept, and I generally speak about that the week after, or the week I don't have content for. Alright, so the thing with this is that we all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to strengthen it. That's why I do these videos. And you see, the thing is that your intuition is your intuition. So when I say something that has come out of my intuition, it might not resonate with your intuition, and so that is your key to know that this is not for me, or this is for me. And in any case, okay, the way I would take these is the suggestions, and if you somehow find yourself in a situation in life where you're like, oh, well, that suggestion will work perfectly here, well, then by all means use it, okay? Because that's basically what I'm doing these for. Now, I do these videos to help you strengthen your intuition, and also, like, seeing as it is my perception. Okay, generally my perception is because of where I am at in my lifetime. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're anywhere near me, or you might be farther along, or you might be farther behind, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. Everyone goes at their pace. Okay, but just know that what I'm doing is from my perspective. So if it doesn't apply to you right now, it might apply to you in 2 years. It might have applied to you 2 years ago. I don't know, right? So with that being said, my gorgeous collective, let's get into your content of the day. So I wrote down that when you become your own rock, the outside influences lose their power over you. Okay? Because once you know what your objective is, once you know what your purpose is in life, you will generally tend to gravitate towards it. And whomever is outside of your reality, who tries to make you gravitate towards their purpose, you will kind of orbit out of it because you have your own thing to do, and you will be drawn by your own gravitational pull. I'm talking gravity now. Well, in reality, that's it. When you have a point of how do you say it? A point of an anchor. Okay, so things will revolve around it, right? Things will revolve around what you have placed as an anchor. Now, when there are other things with stronger pulls that are trying to drag you either which way, of course you're going to tend to go there or tend to go there. Okay, for example, I'm going to take an example. Let's say your point is to become a world famous something, okay, a world famous chef, all right? And though you have other circumstances in your life that are pulling you in either which way. For example, you haven't even started cooking, and yet you have all these supplies to buy, and all these like utensils, and all these stuff that you use to make dinner with, or like ingredients and stuff, and you don't have enough money, so you automatically have to start making money in some form or way, right? Which would mean that you would have to take time out of your schedule for doing your actual business to dedicate to earning money so that you can fund your love of cooking. That is what I mean. So when you know what your goal is, you'll know you'll know what you need to do to make that into reality. So that would be your goal and objective. Okay? When we gain experience relative to what we want, our goal, basically, you will definitely gain in credibility with yourself. Now, usually, for some other people, okay, if it's not just the lack of money, it could be the lack of experience of doing what they're doing, right? And so when you gain credibility in regards to yourself, in what you're doing, you automatically gain credibility to want to do it, because you'll have a better idea of how far you can go, if you can make money with this, if you can have people follow you or whatnot. And you will be more prone to do it because you have more credibility, at least in your eyes. See, when you have credibility in your eyes, everyone else will see it. But when you don't even have credibility in yourself, even if you know every single thing about what you're doing, you won't really be convincing to others because of that same thing. Okay? And now, the other point that I wrote down is, the other thing that I wrote down is that, I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my other, I'm pretty sure I did loosely, but when you get an intuitive, now the link with what I just said, when you get an experience in listening to your intuitive nudges, when you have had like twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times that you've had like an intuitive nudge and it told you to do something, and because you did it, something amazing came out of it, right? When you get an experience that way, you'll start listening to those little nudges. And I mean, something happened like yesterday, which wasn't grand, okay, but I made someone's day. And that in and of itself has its own price tag, okay, for that person. Maybe not for me. I gave a old uncle of mine, or like a great uncle of mine, a kiss on the cheek when I was leaving. I'm pretty sure that made him happy. That didn't cost me anything. It didn't. But it made his day. Just the fact that I went there to pick up something and that I took the time and all this, that made his day. You know, so sometimes just little things. And now I don't know how the universe is going to repay me for my little deed, but it sure will, because it's called the law of karma. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but what goes around comes around. In other cases, I'm going to write that down. Karma. What goes around comes around. Very important. Goes around, comes around. Why is that important? Because if what you're doing today is not really in alignment with you, with who you are, and your principles and all those things, how do you think karma is going to play out? Will it be nice? Will it be lovely? Nay. It'll come and bite you in the ass. Okay? But if you do something nice for someone else, it will turn out so much better for you in the long run. Yes, and sometimes you won't even know why or how it's related to something that turned out nice for you, but it just will, right? Most of these things, the universe is so big, there's so many people on this planet, you have no idea how these things are going to affect other people, okay? We are all on this universal grid. We are all on it, okay? And we all affect each other. From long distance or from short distance, it doesn't really matter. But we all affect each other. And the bigger the effect, the better the effect you have, the better it is. Yes. I mean, think about it. How much good we could do just by putting a smile on someone else's face. Now, have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? I'm gonna also write that down because it's good. So, no, not P. Butterfly effect, which says that the beating of a butterfly's wings might ensue a typhoon somewhere else. You know, just small little gestures. Just small little gestures. First of all, heart. I don't know if this is in Korea, but they do this, and it's like a heart. Looks like a heart from my perspective. See? Isn't that cute? So, my gorgeous collective. All I'm saying is spread a little joy in your life. You don't know how it's going to come back and repay you. Alright? So, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Alright? Now, with that being said, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all, okay? And with that being said, my gorgeous collective, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!